What's up, YouTube? It's your boy JP's on the keys, and there's two easy button video today, and we have some more Norm Macdonald. I feel like I release Norm Macdonald like every 2 weeks, but this dude is a legend, man. I'm sorry. This dude has like the funniest jokes I've ever heard because he don't care. But I don't know. This is just a side note. I saw some wild stuff earlier today, like as Taraji P. Henson, like she was complaining that she would make $10 million from a movie, and she would only get 3.5 because Uncle Sam takes 50% and she has to pay her team 1.5. So she only makes $3.5 million for like 6 months of work. Like, I will never empathize with these celebrities complaining to me about financial problems because you're making more than 99% of the population. Like, oh my God, you only made $3.5 million? What? When you got people here that really working $20 an hour jobs, $15 an hour jobs, having to bust their butt just to make do with bills, and when you can't talk when inflation doesn't affect you. Like when when 99% of the population has to deal with inflation and rising prices all the time, and you're complaining about $3.5 million, I don't hear you. I choose not to hear you because you're just talking at the side of your neck. You just like, what? Oh, I only made $3.5 million for my movie. Oh, they pay black women less than black women are the least paid. Well, that black woman's making $3.5 million off a movie. What? What are you talking about? Black women are the least paid in every industry. Hollywood is different from every industry. Like Hollywood does not apply to every industry. Like, you're not going to make $3.5 million in any industry besides Hollywood. If with any race, you're not. It's not a black versus white thing. It's you're in Hollywood and you're going to get taxed more because you're making more money. Like, what? Like, don't try to victim cry me when Monique, who had a legitimate complaint, because it's like, okay, I'm not getting paid as much as the other comedians when I'm 10 times better than them. That's a legit complaint. But then people said she was bitter. When Monique is way better, like, you're telling me Monique is a better comedian than Amy? You're telling me Amy Schumer is a better comedian than Monique? Stop it. If you really think that's the case, then I don't know what you're smoking on. I want what you're smoking on. But let's go to Norm Macdonald's Black Jokes compilation. I don't know why. I just like hearing Norm Macdonald just joke about everybody else. But without further ado, let's get to this.
30 years after the Civil War, the state of Mississippi has finally voted to abolish slavery. Representatives say they would have liked to have done it sooner, but they were delayed due to some awfully big cotton crops. They had some kind of big cotton thing. All right. In Colorado this week, Bob Dole warned that if Pat Buchanan is the Republican nominee, the party might lose both the presidency and control of Congress. In response, Buchanan warned that if anyone other than himself becomes president, blacks will retain the right to vote. Last night, the epic disaster film Twister opened to big box office and some controversy. The Reverend Jesse Jackson has called for a boycott of the movie, claiming that not enough black people in the film are killed by tornadoes.
I always had a type of weird feeling about Jesse Jackson. I ain't gonna lie to you. I always felt like he was kind of like a double agent. I don't know. I mean, you organized the march, but like, you know, what did that really accomplish besides getting a million black men together? I don't know.
Meanwhile, Furman, who was expected to face disciplinary action by the LAPD, may get off lightly. Under the terms of a controversial plea bargain, the charges against him have been reduced to, quote, one count of using the word darky. In the wake of the verdict, angry Menendez defense attorney Leslie Abramson said the jury simply chose not to believe the brothers' excuse that they had been sexually abused by their father, and says she knows why. Quote, it's because my clients are black.
That Menendez stuff is crazy, man.
President Clinton was in Austin, Texas last Monday, the day of the Million Man March. The president said in a speech, I'm here to speak to you today because right now in Washington, D.C., there's like 1 million black guys. In Nashua, New Hampshire this week, a high school student, Chris Connolly, while attempting to dunk a basketball, lost his balance, crashed down on the rim, and shattered 2 front teeth. Gee, I wonder if by some crazy chance Chris is white.
Oh, man.
This week, as America marked the 50th anniversary of Jackie Robinson's entry into Major League Baseball, there was a sobering reminder that racial prejudice in sports is not yet a thing of the past. In a shocking move, today, all but one of the 125 playing members of the Professional Golf Association has signed a petition to ban African American golfers from the tour. And now a correction to a story we ran last week. Prince Charles is actually the one in the middle. So we apologize for that.
I don't know why black was black.
Black is great.
Black is great.
Black is fantastic.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I mean,
Black is fantastic.
even though, they're not black anymore. But then again, we're not white, right?
Right.
We're pink like his fucking asshole.
Seen it.
All the color Bobby's asshole deep down. Beautiful. It's beautiful. Roseanne hired me as a stand. I was doing stand-up, and Roseanne said, "Would you like to be on the show and act? You can be Lori's boyfriend." I said, "I can't act." I should have said I could act.
Yeah.
So anyway, she said, "Well, why don't you be a writer?" But one time in the writing room, she would give jobs to crazy guys sometimes, and she gave a job to African American. I don't know what you call them. I call them African Americans.
That's those 2 words that are never heard in the state of Texas,
That's right. That is
And
true.
we're saying African American, and when you say that, it feels uncomfortable, right?
That's funny. Not really, man.
What are you supposed to say?
Well,
No, just tell me what you're supposed to say.
I definitely would not say the A word.
Right.
That's what I call it.
Yeah.
The A-A word.
Yeah,
African American. Can you do an African American accent?
try, yeah.
Okay. We'll give you an African American. An African American.
Your mom is so fat she developed type 2 diabetes and congestive heart failure. Snap!
It's always funny how those diseases are always associated with black people, and also that sickle cell anemia. That's that's insane. How they say being born a specific race gives you a bigger predisposition to a disease, when that literally makes 0 sense. Like it's something. What is it? It's something in our DNA that makes us more predisposed to a certain disease. Man, it's the diet, man. It's the diet. Y'all need to put on that soul food. You got all that salt and oil and just high blood pressure, cholesterol, that stuff. Man, when was the last time you drank some water, man?
Hey, George, my mother is so fat, when she came to Vegas, they had to build another hotel.
Guy goes, "You got the do-rag." He goes, "I'm fucking about a woman, and I don't want to answer the phone. Oh, shit, it could be a job, and then after you take the do-rag, you wipe off your dick with the do-rag." And I'm like, "No, I don't do that." And everyone else is like, "Yeah, we all do that. We all wipe our dicks off."
I've only been doing that twice.
The Harlem Shake.
I've seen it on every single commercial.
You've seen it. Then you'll appreciate this joke. I remember back when the Harlem Shake was just a black fella holding me upside down off a fire escape trying to collect his money. Orange is the new black. But not in my apartment building. Kevin is the new black.
Presidential fact. Barack Obama is the first president to ever say the N-word as a term of endearment.
Yeah, that's not how George Washington used it.
No,
Hey, yo.
Today is the 11th birthday of President Obama's youngest daughter, Sasha, or as I like to call her, the uppity one.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Jesus
I'm a regular mortal.
Michelle Obama has booked a cameo on the ABC show Nashville.
Start again.
All right.
Kids today, I mean,
You can't spell
ABC.
Wow. Michelle Obama has booked a cameo on the ABC show Nashville. With this and her appearance on iCarly, I think Michelle's ready to start appearing in films. May I suggest my favorite film series, Black Ass Fuckers?
Hey, yo, what the?
I found the secret to life is there is no problem that a huge... No, I found the secret to life, Bob, and this is it. There is no problem big enough that a huge...
that a huge what?
No, I found the secret. I found out the secret to life.
Yes, oh great one.
Yes, and it is this. There is no problem big enough that a huge black cock cannot fix.
Dr. Dre announced that he's the first hip-hop billionaire. A regular J. Paul Ghetto.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Al Sharpton said that the FBI hired him to spy on the mob in the 1970s because if there's one thing the mob trusts, it's loud black guys. Are you familiar with the Tinder app?
Sure.
Yeah, sure. So I'm on there.
God, look at you.
Huh?
Are you familiar with the Tinder app? Ted Levine.
Everybody said that. I do. I sound a lot like Buffalo Bill.
Your name is?
Jack Gordon.
Mr. Gordon. Good. Well, Frederica used to work for Mrs. Lippman. Did you know her?
No, Oh, wait. Was she a great big fat person?
I'm on there. I matched with this one girl. She's like young and very attractive.
I'm a 4 too.
We start talking. She's texting me at like 4 a.m. And I'm like, oh, what's going on? She's like, oh, I'm bored and I wish I had some weed. You want to come over? And I'm like, yeah, sure. And she's sending pictures of her. Oh, maybe we'll have fun. And so at this point,
What were the pictures?
It was like her bent over with no, clothes on and stuff. And I'm like, but at this point, my cock's making the decisions. Anyway.
Tell me.
And so I call my friend, and then she's like, yeah, just can you bring a C note? Well, I have a roommate that's
$100 bill.
$100 bill, and we'll go get some weed, and you can come on. I'm like, yeah, am I getting mugged? I called my friend. He said, put the phone number into Facebook, and you can see who the person is. Yes, so I put the phone number into Facebook, and the profile comes up. It's this black guy in a ski mask in all the pictures.
It doesn't matter what race he was.
So yeah.
As a matter of fact, I don't know how I knew he was black. He was wearing a ski mask.
Wait, you can.
Oh, it's crazy. They're really trying to ban wearing the ski masks in public now. It's like, oh, it's an attack on the black population as a whole. Well, when people wear ski masks, it's usually to commit crimes, right? Don't you wear a ski mask so you can't be identified when you commit a crime? Like, what are you talking about? Like, why are you wearing ski mask? Why are you wearing a ski mask in public? Like, why? For what?
So I head over there. No, I don't.
Wow, he just don't care about your safety.
Never heard his view on African Americans until this very show. That's interesting that you got that out of him.
Plenty of black friends.
Plenty of black friends.
Dated a black woman for months. No, I'm not a racist.
Two businessmen bought the Milwaukee Bucks for $550 million. They are very excited with their purchase, as this is the only legal way to own black people. Now that is here, and I read that.
Well, you're not. You know how businessmen are racist?
They are.
Yeah, so it's them being racist.
They
not
are.
you.
The two businessmen that bought the Milwaukee Bucks for $550 million
Yeah.
are racist, according
oh, no, they're
to this.
fine, man. Well, here's actually a joke about Donald Sterling.
Okay. All the charities that Donald Sterling donated millions of dollars to are giving the money back to him. Well, that'll show him. It's not bad.
Never trust a black guy wearing a Dirk Nowitzki jersey.
Yo, that Donald Sterling stuff was so crazy. It's like, your teams are primarily black people. And I don't want those black people coming to my games. Well, they're on your court making you billions of dollars. Like, what?
In Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals between the Mavericks and the Thunder, Magic Johnson said that Dirk Nowitzki is playing like he has 3 legs, which is a nice way of saying he's playing like a black guy.
Like, I recognize some of these jokes from the last, like, Risky Black Jokes video. So if I don't really react that much, because this video is like twice as long, pause. So I feel like there's probably going to be more jokes in it. That's why I'm watching this one. If you're wondering, like, you already watched the Black Jokes one. This is a longer compilation. So it's going to probably be some more I haven't heard of.
Show Oklahoma City's second-round NBA playoffs. Great dunk from Westbrook, though I'd be more impressed if he weren't young and black. Moscow Roy Jones Jr. is down. Boring. If I wanted to see an old black guy get punched in the face, I'd look out my window. Eastern Conference Final in Miami, and LeBron crushes Kyle Korver in transition. Always shocking when a black guy running forward is faster than a white guy running backward.
Usually I pick the bigger, blacker guy.
President Obama is a phenomenal player of basketball for a president of the United States. But I think he's just mediocre for a black guy. Hey, what about bringing in Jackie Robinson? Only team with a black guy in it. That's not cheating? Where I grew up, that's cheating. Last week, Indiana Pacer Danny Granger called Joakim Noah of the Chicago Bulls a coward. Now, where I come from, those are fighting words. But I have no idea how the black community views them.
It's like he just says some wild stuff and then just like looks to the camera and just waits. Like that awkward pause just really like sinks the joke in deeper.
Middleweight boxer Bernard Hopkins has caused a stir by implying that Donovan McNabb is not black enough. The two men have decided to settle their differences with an old-fashioned game of who cannot catch a cab.
Everybody's bringing up these licenses for illegals and that they need to have them. And my question is, where are they getting the license plates? Obviously, we're letting them register vehicles without licenses, and in this day of car bombs and stuff, I don't know if that's a good idea.
Thank you, Dan from Boise. Norm, what's your feeling?
Well, I know that the New York Governor Spitzer, I'm trying to get to learn things, but he doesn't want to issue licenses to illegal immigrants, you know, and I don't know how the hell you're going to get a cab in New York City anymore. I mean, it's hard enough, you know, for me especially as a black man. Now listen, Dennis, have you heard about this Huckleberry Finn thing?
I heard something about they wanted to take the N-word out, right?
Yeah, anyways, I wanted to bring it up before I forgot, and then we'll get on to my my projects.
All right, do you have any observation on it, any tweak on it, or just the cognizance of the fact that they wanted to bring it out?
Well, I feel it's a thorny issue.
Mm-hmm.
No, that wasn't the whole thing.
No.
I thought you were going to go like, well, how so? Or something.
Tell us more, Norm.
Well, I feel it's a thorny issue.
Yeah,
I'll tell
me
you why.
too. Why, Norm?
Well, you got Mark Twain, and, and you're talking about, I mean, for those of you who don't know, what I'm talking about, they've taken out the N-word, out of many of the books of Huckleberry Finn.
Norm, they've taken out.
And so you got a thorny issue that I think I have a solution to. You want to hear it?
Oh, man. Never anything more.
Well, the thorny issue is this.
Yeah.
You don't want to take, Mark Twain, one of the greatest writer ever to brush paper with ink, and change his words, for God's sake. On the other side of the coin, you don't want to have a young African American boy in school, hearing that word out loud and causing him pain. So it's a thorny issue. But I figure it this way. You've read Huckleberry Finn.
You are so splendidly demented. Yeah, I've read it.
You know it's written in the first person by Huckleberry Finn.
Yes, I do.
And it includes the N-word.
Yes.
Therefore, you just change Huckleberry Finn to a black kid.
It's like a rap song at that point, right?
Exactly. Everything's cool.
Okay, Norm.
It's like a rap song at that point. Oh, man. This is...
Norm, come to my 5th grade class. I dare you.
Well, where does she? Is it? Are there black people there?
Oh my God!
Where's
what
the
does that have to do
925? Why is it harder if there's black people there?
Because black people are generally poor, and poor people are generally dangerous.
Oh my God!
Wow,
I can't believe you just said that.
What? Black people are rich?
Black people span all the strata.
No.
And you're saying
you
that
gotta check
people
your
are
statistics.
poor and
no,
my
black
God.
people are poorer than white people. You didn't know that? Are you telling
Norm.
me that you think black?
What I'm saying is that I try not to pigeonhole people into black people
truth.
are poor, not into the truth. Listen, there's a huge ignored middle class black population out there. How dare you say black people are poor and therefore dangerous?
Because I want them to be not poor. That's why.
And really, how are you gonna? What's your plan?
My plan is to first of all admit that the black people have less money than white people. Because we
Black
live in a
people,
racist
our phone
society.
number is 800-400 FM97. If you'd like to talk with Norm MacDonald, I'm sure he'd love to take your call
Absolutely.
right now. Michelle, you're on the air.
I just wanted to say that was one of the funniest things I've ever heard. And you need
What, that black
you're
people
not-
are poor? It's hilarious.
The teacher thing, and
Oh.
you need to probably act like you're not offended by that, because first, you don't have a right to act like you're offended, and that was funny as hell. He is right about black people being poor. You know it. I know it.
Oh
and the
my
black
God!
people know
What
it.
has?
Ma'am, how dare you insult my financial status? You don't know my bank account? How dare you? Ugh, I'm sick of this filth. This racist filth.
Happened on the show.
Well, he taught us a lot today. I think moms.
Oh, it's a learning show.
Moms
Well,
an
wait a
easy
second.
job.
Where have
Teachers
you
an
guys
easy
been
job.
living for the last 300 years in
Steve,
this country?
you're on the air.
Normie,
Yeah, hey, baby.
hey, you were awesome on the Bob Saget roast.
Oh, thanks, man. That's nice of you to say.
You're the best all-time on the roast, actually.
Oh, really?
That's sweet.
All right, hold on. Paris, you are on the air.
I think that is completely untrue.
Go on.
Not all black people are poorer.
Amen.
than
Sister?
white.
Oh, I didn't say that.
She took the bait.
If that's what you
No,
just said.
you said
I
black
said
people
black
have
people
less money
have
than
less
white people.
money than white people.
She took the
In
bait.
West Virginia?
She
Because
took
there's
the
some white
bait.
people with no money there.
She took the
Exactly.
bait.
Okay. You're saying one black person has more money than one white person?
What
True.
about Eddie Murphy?
Yeah, what about Eddie Murphy?
You're
Yeah.
saying by and
No,
large,
you're right.
if you
You're
break
right.
it down.
You're right. Yeah, of course, black people have less money than white people.
As
Not
an
true.
average.
Not all black people have less money than white people.
Oh
but
my
he's talking
God.
in
You're not getting the point. You fell for the bait.
Listen. Guys in a wheelchair. There's a guy in a wheelchair that can go faster than me in a race. But if I said guys in wheelchairs are generally slower than me, you know, come
The
on.
way you said it was so harsh that
Give your head a shake. Give your head a shake.
Oh my God! All right, thank you. Hey, it's Danielle from Big Brother, famously black woman.
Bring my 40 acres and a mule. I need my 40 acres and a mule. But you know what? He's right.
Yeah.
Go on, Danielle.
I mean, if you think
School
about
us.
it, there's been cases where the same person will apply for a job, and at times the other race gets the higher pay. I'm just keeping it real, folks.
All right, thank you, Danielle.
Absolutely.
Chunky, you're on.
Good morning, Abnormal. How are you?
How are you, Chunky?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what about Mexicans? Are they hard workers? And are Jews stingy? What's the rest of it? And why don't white people have any culture in this country? And I totally hear you about the iPod. I'm sick of all my songs, too.
Are you?
Yeah.
All right, to sum it all up, Norm MacDonald.
Well, I'm saying that having
Try
less
to offend everyone equally.
having less money or having or not having less money is not a product of your nature. It's that you don't have the money because the white people don't give you the money.
I'm actually supportive of black people to say that, actually.
707
Of course
says.
I'm supportive of black people. I'm in a room of
You're saying
racists.
that to have justice,
Oh
we should
my
all
God!
have
The 415 says maybe we should
That's
educate
funny.
our children a la Lord of the Flies. Norm, just throw all the kids on an island and let them sort out their own society. I can't read that.
Yeah, that would probably be better. Yeah, I agree.
Throw them in there and just let the weak be killed and the strong survive.
And Jews
No,
are
that's
good
what.
with
Listen,
money.
that's
I mean,
what. That's
the other
what.
thing.
That's what we're doing as adults. That we're doing that as adults. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that.
We are. I just got handed a note. Do you want to keep him for the next segment? At this point, I'm not sure. I'm finding Norm to be somewhat on the offensive side.
You know what, though? I love that he's saying all this stuff and then looks over with a big smile.
I know,
and
big smile. He's like, oh man, they're going to talk about this all day.
Well, I didn't know that everyone. I thought San Francisco was a little more open than.
No, San Francisco actually
They're racist?
isn't. No, they're not racist.
Well, so far, by the way, most people have agreed with me.
Lindsay, you're on the air.
Hey, Norm.
Hi, Lindsay.
Hi, I teach 5th grade.
Huh?
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure.
Okay,
it's hard.
sure, yeah.
And black people are rich.
And I have some black kids in my class that are way richer and way smarter than some of the white kids. So.
Okay, well, you know what? Black people are richer than white people.
Thank you.
I made a mistake.
Thank you. John, you're...
See, this is the stupidest. Like, okay, like people try to use these like anecdotal arguments to try to ignore stats when it's just an in general general statement. Like, that doesn't mean you have to give your anecdotal evidence to try to tear down the general statement. Like some people just take debate so easily, and it's like. It's so funny when people just take debate. You're like, well, I know a black guy who makes more money than me, so that's false. Like one black guy out of millions. Like what? That doesn't mean anything. Like, oh my God. Like what?
on the air.
Hey, Norm.
Hey.
Hey, man, you were easily the greatest thing that ever happened at Saturday Night Live.
Thanks, man. That's
Yeah,
nice of you to
the greatest updates ever. You did Howell Letterman.
All right, thank you, John. All right, here's what we're going to do. What? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Are we going to do another segment with him or not?
I almost think we have to.
Because I actually was in the audience when you know how I went to Saturday Night Live that one time?
I do, and this is one of my favorite
You did the
stories.
update.
All right,
And,
hold on. Hold
yeah.
that thought. We are going to take a quick break. When we come back, Norm and his babysitter Steve will still be here,
Ray
offending
Fontaine.
people left and right. Stevie Ray from
We're not offending anyone but racists.
How do you figure? To make a sweeping generalization that belittles it
It's
is.
not a sweeping generalization. It's a statistical fact, and it belittles no one. It only states a fact that I hope we can change in this country. If we're going to pretend that black and white people make the same amount of money, then nothing will ever change. Come on.
You got to attack it from the root. He's talking big facts. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's facts. If it's statistics to back it up, like, people get mad about statistics and try to doubt statistics when that's really what happened. Like, people literally sat and gathered evidence. Like, what are you talking about? Just like the same thing about how they tried to say that affirmative action was like somehow letting more black people, giving black people an unfair advantage in college admissions, and then all of a sudden, now look. Now everyone has an equal chance of not getting admitted into a college. And now you can't even blame affirmative action. Like, oh, I had a 1500 SAT and I got a 4.99 GPA and I did all these curriculars. How did I not get in? You can't blame it. You can't blame affirmative action now.
You know that.
Can't we just see it as everybody?
Well, we can see it any way you want it. If you want to
Sarah's
pretend.
looking for some
If you want to live in a
clean
fantasy
out.
world.
And you're not going to find it.
No, there's not a clean out.
You're digging.
I'm
You're digging
breaking.
deeper
We'll
and deeper.
be back. Alice at 97.3, Norm MacDonald, and Stevie Ray Fromstein are sitting in here with us.
The texts are great.
Yes. And thanks for the phone calls too, 800-400-FM97. You can talk to Norm if you like. All right, our text number is 25423. You can call us at 800-400-3697. A text from the 650. I'm a black woman and Norm is right and hysterical. Sarah, you're living in a fantasy land if you think we're all equals. 805 says, rude. I'm a second grade teacher and I hate you.
Rude. That sounds like a second grade teacher.
No, Jimmy, that was just rude. Can we think of another way to say that?
To be a second grade teacher, you just have to be smarter than a second grade student. That's not the only thing you have to be.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, basically you need third grade intelligence. To teach second grade. You know everything that they need to know. But a fourth grade teacher, if you're a third grade teacher, you need fourth grade.
Here's a question.
I don't want any more of your questions.
No. Why do I always hear this from women?
Okay, what?
That women make less money than men.
I don't believe that that's true in every case. And I don't believe that is
of course
racist.
not true in every case.
Oh my God.
It's not true for me.
Yeah, no, not the case in this room.
I think things are changing, and I think that when it comes to racism, things are changing,
I think
too.
that black
I'm
lady,
trying to look for the positive.
I think that black lady made a good point. That
Which one? That I'm
I think
living
her name
in
was
fantasy
Ruth.
land?
That you're living in a fantasy land because the black people that you encounter probably make a lot of money.
707 on the text says, I wish I was a fly on the wall during that last break. I think I heard Sarah yelling at Norm up here in Healdsburg.
I wasn't yelling.
Every black person I interview in this program has lots of money.
Wow.
No, she actually said she was wrong during that.
Yeah, which never has happened.
No, I said,
ever.
what I said was, I'll just say I'm wrong.
You're the kind of guy that likes games. Here's a game that I thought of today. It's called Talk Your Way Out of It. I'm going to give you a situation that you're stuck in, and you're going to need to talk your way out of it somehow.
Okay.
You meet a beautiful woman. She wants to have sex with you, but she wants you to wear an afro wig. And while you're having sex with her, she's screaming racist shit at you. And then her neighbor opens the door and comes in. He's a black guy, and he's got a baseball bat.
So I agree to do it.
Oh yeah, you want to have sex with her. So you're
I'm doing it?
You're willing to wear the black African wig. And she's screaming horrible racist stuff. The guy walks in, he's black, and he's got a baseball bat. He's very angry.
He walks in coito, like while we're doing it?
Yeah, her door wasn't fully locked, and the yelling was so loud. He could hear you guys from next apartment. He could hear her yelling the N-word and, fuck me. And,
I got you.
And so
how do I talk? You want me to talk?
Now, you got to talk to the black gentleman who's got the baseball bat and talk your way out of this situation.
Okay. Hey, bro, let's kill this honky bitch.
Oh my God! Yeah. Oh my God!
So you just commit to black. You just go,
Yeah,
I'm
go,
with you.
come on, man, you and me, jive turkey.
Jive turkey! Yo! Oh my God! This is 1974. That man said jive turkey. Oh, wow.
And that was Talk Your Way Out of It with Norm MacDonald.
Oh.
Some gold-plated chains would make a nice retirement gift for a very, very good slave. Well,
Are you serious?
Well, this was written.
Are you serious?
This was written years
Did
ago.
you just write that?
I didn't write it.
Did you just say that?
No, I read it. Yes.
You read that?
No way.
No.
Researchers in Russia say that the dolphins have a distant spoken language of their own.
You're saying that dolphins have a distinct language all their own?
So what's the solution that they use the N-word? Ooh, that they use the N-word constantly.
No, what word do they use?
Nigga word, N-word.
Oh, yeah. What's you call it?
Dolphin.
The what word?
Nigga. Nigga, ninja.
Word, yeah.
Say, I want to hear you say that word.
I don't want to say it because then it'll be on tape forever. I say it in my private life and then you time.
Ah, man.
1992. Oh, sorry.
Look, we get a throwback from we get some Mike Tyson footage as well. I'm not mad at it.
Yeah. These
You know you're a
last
real
two.
prick, though, right?
What? What's the matter?
You're a real prick. You're hitting me with all the disgusting pictures.
Oh no, but if you don't want to comment on it, don't.
No, I
mean,
will
I'm just
comment on it, but you're a prick.
No, what? No, I didn't. I'm just trying to. We're trying to. If you don't want to comment on it, you
No,
don't
I
have
am going
to.
to comment on it, but you're a prick. I'm just letting you know. Continue.
We're coming back here.
You're unsensitive. You have no sensitivity to anything. I'm not. It doesn't affect me, but I'm saying you have no sensitivity. You don't know how does it affect me.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you. It's just that your life is the point I was making, Mike, and I'm going to ask you about it.
All right, and I give you my opinion, what I think about you.
All right. Well, your life has been shown on the cover of a magazine. That's something.
Okay,
that
go
people,
ahead. Give me the next one.
Now, some of your critics would say, there's a race for mayor. We know you're a convicted rapist. This could hurt his campaign. How would you respond to that?
So interesting that you come across like a nice guy, but you're really a piece of shit.
Hey,
with that comment.
Come on.
No, that was a piece of fuck you. That was a piece of shit.
We're doing live TV.
Man, I don't care. What you gonna do about it?
Is it nerve-wracking for you to do something like this, or is it more nervous for you to box? How does it compare?
I don't know. It's more nerve-wracking for me to hear us talking to a rat piece of shit like you.
Come on, Mike.
So the fact that they say, okay, like that don't matter. Look at Donald Trump. Donald Trump won the presidency. Look at all the allegations against him. Look at all the criminal cases against him. It's obviously proven that you don't need to be a clean person to be a president or any type of high government official. Because look at all these cases against Trump. Look at all the criminal cases, all the allegations, all the lawsuits, all this stuff in the past, and he still won. So if the people support you enough, you can win.
No, because you're a piece of shit.
All right, we're gonna wrap up this interview. Thank you for coming.
In fact, the dude next to him is like cracking the freak up too. That's
fuck you.
Say it, hunky. Say it, hunky. Say nigga, hunky. Fucking say it, hunky.
Listen, am I wrong or am I imagining that?
No, say nigga, hunky. Say it, hunky. Come on, cracker.
Oh my God! Say it, cracker. Say it.
Mike, I have to ask you a question.
Say it.
I can't say it. Let him make him say it. Mike, make he can say it, Mike. God damn.
Oh my God almighty.
I can imagine just being like you, Mike Tyson, about to hit you, man. You ain't finna kill me. I'm good.
I'm not part of this.
No, it was written
No,
before.
I'm not part of this.
This is. Oh man, R.I.P. Norm. That gold-plated chains would make a great retirement gift for us. So it's like, oh man, Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like, hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Also, don't forget to turn on my post notifications if you haven't already. Check out my gaming channel video. I just dropped that today on that Limbo game. Check that out. All my links are in the description. Please be safe. Stay on the grind. Hit that like button. Subscribe. I'm out. Peace.